Hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next Legacy United review. Today I'm looking at the Commander class, Beast Wars Neo Universe, Magmatron. And ever since this figure had been announced, I was so excited. And when I got this figure, which I've had for I think a couple of months now, I had a hard time putting him down. Just, and not so much transforming back and forth, just admiring the figure itself. So when I go into one of his combined modes, that one's going to be a little goofy for me because I'm not used to it. But we are going to take a look at the packaging, as we always do. And this is amazing artwork. So there we have all three of his beast forms, and I know one is a Quetzalcoatlus, which they call Skysaur. I know this one is a Giganotosaurus, which they call Landsaur. This one I can't remember exactly what it is, but they call him a Seasaur. But there you see Beast Wars Universe Magmatron. There you can see Big Convoy Tusk, which makes me so excited because it just tells me that eventually we are going to see a big convoy. And I am hoping that he'll be in the Commander class size because he does need to be a decent size. But Legacy United, great image of Magmatron in his robot mode. Here you can see D-Navi, which is his little navigation robot that controlled the ship, beamed them down to the planet they were going to, brought them back up, all that good stuff. And here we can see one of the Anglemois energy capsules that they were chasing down. So very cool on that. Some amazing artwork showing off some kind of rock formation on the planet that they're fighting on. So very cool on that. Transformers, Generations, Kartomi, Hasbro 8+. On the top, we have the Gung Ho, which is Big Convoy's ship. I recently watched Beast Wars Neo, so a lot of this is still in my memory. Love the show. Great show. Goofy, but still, absolutely loved it. And awesome artwork. Got some little asteroids just hanging there. Legacy United. On the bottom, we got our barcodes with a bunch of different words that we normally see. On the side, whoops, we've got close-up head artwork of the Landsaur, the Skysaur, and the Seasaur. So very cool on that. And of course, this side is our half of our new artwork, which again, as always, just looks amazing. Or actually, no, I think that, nope, yeah, it's only partial. Yeah, it's only partial. Still. And on the back, we have our product shots. So there is the Skysaur, or Landsaur, Skysaur, and Seasaur. Comes with blast effects, which we've seen these blast effects before, but they're in purple. And his robot mode. Again, very cool. And our warning, please be careful. This is a choking hazard in many different languages. So that is it for the packaging. So we'll set that off to the side. And we will come down. And we're going to take a look at each one separately. So I think we'll put him off to the side. And we'll put this one off to the side. And we'll start with the Skysaur, or the Quetzalcoatlus. And you can see how I sort of had him standing, which works pretty well. I mean, I imagine that's kind of similar to when they were on the ground, how they would walk, but you can bring his wingspan out. He's got very nice wingspan. Some gold there for the eyes, gold for the beak, I guess you could call it. The teeth are all painted, which looks amazing. So is the inside. So very nice. I think that's like a silver, but like the upper and the lower are all painted. Gold here, some gold here, and some silver for the nails. Yeah, got all red with some pink on the inside of the membrane. So very cool on that. Like, just looks good. Yeah, it is. When you're trying to get a specific position, sometimes these things do not want to cooperate. Cooperate. There we go. Yeah, you can get all kinds of different positions with these legs. So really nice articulation just on this guy. You got movement here up and down, you got movement here, and then this is actually on a ball joint, so you get side to side. I already showed that the mouth opens way too wide. These sort of these claws are on a ball joint, so you get all kinds of movement on these. The wing, you can actually bring them up like that and then bring them down like this. Get some real nice movement for flight. They also come up like this. You've also got movement here, and then moves in and out at this joint right here. So again, very nice. And then as you see the feet, they're on a ball joint here, and then got sort of a knee, and then this part that comes about that far, so on each one. So again, not too bad. Really do like it, and he looks good. My problem is when you got the wingspan out, though, it can be kind of difficult. There we go. I think I got it. Oh no, not really. Maybe there. So yeah, if you get a good spot where you can sort of use these to help balance, you can get it to balance. So yeah, very cool on that. So we'll set him off to the side, and we will bring in the seesaw, and very nice. Granted, the only issue I have is this front part of the neck is all sort of that waffling from from when they produced it, which is unfortunate. There's a bug in here that is bothering me. I can see it flying. But very nice. Love that green. Got a little bit like of a bluish green on the top. So like, if he's submerged, the neck can actually extend very far out. And then you've got movement here, movement here. These all flip. These are on mushroom pegs. Same thing here and here. Movement here. So all kinds of different movement for the neck. You can get that into some really nice details. And then we've got a joint right here. Mouth opens very wide. Got pink for the tongue. Teeth picked out in silver. Sort of a yellow for the eye. Flippers, you can move them here if you want to. These are on a ball joint, so you can get all kinds of different movement there. And these ones just move back and forth. And yeah, the plastic is sort of sticky on mine. Gets very hot in my place, so I'm doing everything I can to cool it all down, but the plastic sort of starts to stick to each other with how warm it gets. But yeah, very cool. Really do like that. Now, for our final one, our Landsaur. And yeah, he's I think I'm pronouncing that right, but a Giganotosaurus, something like that. I know one issue that a lot of people have is getting this piece to stay in properly. If you're patient with it and you just really work on getting it all in there like you need it, it'll be just fine. But very cool mode. Love the white on top with the spikes. Looks amazing. Green on his eyes. Teeth picked out in silver. My issue with the articulation, though, is the mouth only opens up about that far. It should open up a little bit more than that, but I think with the engineering, that was all they could do, which is fine. The front arms are on a ball joint, so you can bring them in and out. These move in and out, but then you can see the interior parts of him. Movement here, all around, movement here. Yeah, we'll get into more of that with robot mode though, because that's really going to come in handy more on robot mode. And you also get movement here with the tail. So not bad, not bad at all. Here we go. Get them into position. Yeah, and so that's those three guys in their separate forms. Not bad. Before I forget, he does come with these blast effects, which we've seen with Omega Supreme from the Siege line. And yeah, it's the same thing, just done in purple. So you get all these ones that separate, and then you get 2 extra tips. So there's that. But now, with one of his modes, we will start with this guy. So with this, what we want to do, I want to open this up. I think I'm going to need to raise you up. And then we want to open that up and open that up. And now that'll let us come in here and separate all of this. So we'll set that off for now. So this we're gonna bring in, and so there's tabs in here that are gonna tab in right there. Now when you're bringing this one around, there is a little tab here that tabs in there. And then we're just gonna leave this like this for now. Yeah, we'll leave this like this for now. Set that off to the side. Now with this, what we're gonna do, we want to open these up. Bring it down. We're gonna bring this up, sort of rotate it here, slide it over. Then what we want to do is untab the arms. There's a tab on the hand that tabs into the arm itself. Bring it forward. Untab the arm from here. Same thing with this side. Untab it. Untab it. Bring it to here. And now we're going to bring these pieces out. We're going to sort of angle it in a way, or bring these up as well. And we want to angle it in a way where these are going to tab in right there, right there. And that's going to help hold this all together. So now with that, I can open up the what'll be the rear legs for the mode I'm going into. And this one you want to rotate it around. But yeah, just like that. That did not. I think. And then another thing we want to do is want to bring this piece up and sit just like this for now. So now what we're going to do, we're going to bring our Landsaur in, and these front clips are going to slide in right here. These rear clips are going to slide in, are going to connect right here. So you want to get it all lined up. It can be a bit of a pain. Oh wait, you know what? That's not going to work very well because I have that the wrong way. Okay, had that the wrong way. So it actually should be this way. Now, see how often I've done this? There we go. Now we want to bring these back in and hook them. There we go. That's a much tighter fit. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, that's much better. That's how it should be. That is how it should be. So forgive me for that. I had it in the wrong spot. Oh, another thing we want to do is these sections, just bring them out and get them prepared. So now this goes in here like this, and then this one, yeah, it can be a pain getting it lined up correctly. This one goes here, and then after that's done, there's ports that these posts are going to plug into. That'll help. You want to make sure you bring them up on the right hinge, but yeah, once you get them lined up, plug it all together, and that's that. Oh, Jesus. There we go. There we go. That's going to sit sort of like that. And like I said, it just looks so goofy. Just looks so goofy. Now what we want to do is we're going to bring this piece in. And you want to line these ports up with these tabs, or these holes. You want to bring this up too. So, and then there's this slot that's also going to plug in to there. And you want to, before I forget, bring this up. This is going to go around right here. And it's just lining everything up where it should go. Sort of pressing everything down till it closes, and then you can bring this up and plug it together. That's his sort of tail, and then just orient these however you wish. Now, the last bit we need to do. One thing I want to do is move this out of the way. Oh, yeah, you can see what I mean. Some of this just does not. Yeah, it's just getting everything lined up correctly is sometimes an issue. Okay, what's going on here? What did I miss? What's going on here? Okay. All right. I think I got something misaligned here. Whoops. Something I feel is misaligned, I think. Okay. All right. Okay. That's what's misaligned. So there are tabs on the tops here. You want to get them in these slots as well. So it's a lot of slots to line up. But once you got everything lined up correctly, there we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. All right. Then bring that out here. And then now the next thing we're going to do is want to rotate these around like this, I believe. Oh no. Yeah. And then there's a tab here on his tail that's going to plug in right in here. And make sure these legs are separated enough. All right. And then there's also some parts in here. There we go. And then you can bring this down, and this sort of just will tab and hook in there. Then close that bit up. Then you want to bring these legs up however you feel you wish to do. And now here we have Magmatron completed. And yeah, it's an odd mode. It was odd when it first came out. But I think it's hilarious. I mean, they did do it in the show. And another thing you can do is you can untab the head from the back here and sort of just bring it up so he's looking where he's going. So you got them all looking forward. And yeah, there's that. It's interesting is what I'll call it. Very interesting. So yeah. It's definitely something. Definitely something. So yeah, that is it for the Magmasaur mode, or Magmasaurus, or whatever you want to call him. And now we'll get down to his robot mode. So, raise back up. We're gonna pop him out. I'm gonna set him off to the side for now. And then we'll work on getting all this out. So we want to unhook that so we can get in here, pull this apart. Now this, I'm gonna angle these all down like this and like this, and that will set off to the side because that is his shield. So now what we're gonna do is we want to untab these pieces and untab everything else. We'll set that off to the side and we'll start with him. So first thing we're going to do is we want to pull out the sword. It hooks in there pretty well. And another issue I have is this. That sword is flimsy. I don't like that. So pretty sure DNA Design or someone else is going to come up with a kit for this guy that's going to have a full like plastic sword that's not the soft plastic and would still be able to fit in there. So now I'm going to start with taking these little arms, and there are posts on them, and they plug into those ports right there. Then we can take the neck piece here, and this is going to fold up right in there. Bring the head up. So now, bring this up. I'm going to open up his legs so we can detach all this from here. We can bring it all out. And now for this, what we're going to do is we want to rotate this up like this. Rotate this piece down like this. Then we're going to collapse it all in first. There we go. And while sort of pushing in on it, you want to push these in. So push on it from this side. So when you're pushing this in, push it on from that side so they'll fit. I'll bring this around. Tap that all together. And that's going to be the bottom part of his sword. So, yeah. I really like the way they did that. I think I got everything tabbed in there correctly, yeah. But I really like the way they did that because it's a good use of a way to cover up some of the robot mode parts in beast mode. So really like that. So we'll set that off to the side, and now we're going to work on everything here. So Bring his legs down. Let me raise you up. Oh, too high. Sort of straighten them up. And I'm going to work on the legs first. So bring this piece out. This is going to come down, tab over that. And you want to bring this piece out. And this is going to come down, and you want to angle it first. So it'll tab in right in there. Now we can rotate his heel piece out all the way, and then come in here, bring these pieces out and up, and you actually, I know it feels like a stopping point, but if you push a little more, you get them all the way up. That's the proper look for them. I've seen so many mistransform, but that's how they should look. So same thing with this side. Bring it out, down, tab in, bring this piece out, start bringing it down, plug it in, bring heel out and the other part of the heel, and bring these pieces out, bring them all the way around until they thoop into place. And there we go. And do I have it all transformed correctly? I think I do. Yeah, I do. There we go. So now, the upper part here, I want to untab, that's a tough one. Untab. There we go. Leave these like this. I want to bring this piece up. Bring it all forward like this. We can rotate it this way. Bring this apart, and you want to rotate it out like this. Yep. Bring that up. That's gonna plug in right there. Same thing with this one. There we go. Going the right way with it. Plug that in. You want to collapse this all down like that. Sort of push the tail down. Well, this is gonna come down like this. You want to make sure that this piece is out of the way. So this is gonna come down like this, or it should. Come on. There we go. And that'll fill in there. And bring this all up. You want to leave it like that. So there's most of his body done. So now we can bring in Skysoar. What we're going to do here is I like to bring these like this. We want to bring it out like this. And this is going to come up like this. Sort of sit in there. You want these up. And now, with this, we want put it in there, and there's a slot right here that this big tab is going to plug onto, and then these outer ones are going to sort of go around. So bring it all in. Make sure it's in there correctly. And it may not hold completely because what's going on here. Alright, come on. Then this should come down. There we go. There we go. And then these to bring out in a way. Oh, no. Okay, these actually. So yeah, these want to angle in there. And there's little tabs and slots that those are going to go on. So make sure. All right. I think we got that. Now I'll just leave those up. But yeah, there he's got his head. Alright, and now we're going to get all this ready. So, bring this back in, untab these, swing them back in. These come back down. Now, what we want to do, so this is going to stay down like this. Make sure we rotate what's going to be his arms down. This, want to bring these pieces all the way around. You want to angle them so they'll tab in to the back sides of the arms here. And this comes up, sort of sits like this. We'll leave that like that for now. And now, make sure we got the arms sort of angled right. And there are these pieces on both arms. And they're going to go, you see the way it's sort of set up. One's going to be on the lower part here. One's going to be on the upper part there. And that, it's just lining it all up. Come on. Lining it all up. Pushing it in. There was one. Whoops, missed. There's the other one. Then, all that together, the last piece, just getting this in the right position. So there's a post, you can see what I'm doing. There's a post here that plugs in right there. So I always find that if you get it lined up first and get him plugged on, then you can sort of angle everything the way you need it. Then bring all these down the way they should be, and the final bit is getting his hands all set up. And here, there we go. Same thing with this one. And there we go. And there we have Magmatron in his robot mode. And I love this. Yeah, actually, I had those wrong. Bring them in, so it's sort of... This looks good. Like, he's got that angry face. Like he had, I mean, he spoke through his teeth, which I found hilarious. The fact that he spoke through his teeth. Still, very cool. Looks great. Definitely one of the figures of the year for me. I think they really, really did a great job with this guy. I mean, more articulation than the original toy had, which I did have the, not the original, but I had the Beast Machines release of it at one point, and then I ended up selling it. I wish I'd have kept it because it was a pretty neat figure. But still, very cool. Really, really do like this. See, he's got a backpack, but he had somewhat of a backpack in the show. Oh yeah, one thing also forgot is this piece sort of just sits right over that in the tail. You can just have it going however. But yeah, really nice. But again, that angry face, got the little silver sort of tusks, I guess, the green eyes, that gold head crest. There, the land soar head, sea soar head, and sky soar head. And one thing I love is we got the Predacon jewels back. There's one, there's another, and the third one, the one is actually on the sword, just like the original. Absolutely love that. So now, articulation. Bring these pieces up. You can turn the head, but you only get so much, which is unfortunate. I do wish they kind of did like a ball joint for it, but it's all right. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Leave those up. Arms come out that far. Can do a full 360. Got bicep swivel, double joint for the elbow, and of course hand. Move these up. We do have waist, but got to get a few things out of the way here. But we do have waist, so always happy to see that. Oops. Legs. Kick forward that far. Love clicky ratchets. Kick back. If you actually bring it out, you can get a little more, but yeah. Full Van Damme. Got thigh swivel. Well over 90 for the knee. The feet, if you actually unplug this piece, you got that much ankle pivot and some up and down, but not much. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's not the greatest. Still, absolutely love this. Now for weapons, he's got his shield, and his shield only goes on one arm, and what I like to do, sort of bring his arm up and out like this, and there's this part right here with the slot or the hole, and then there's a couple little soft loop points, and this is going to go on and around. So if you bring it, get it in there, if I can get it lined up, there we go. And there he's got his shield. So, and it's all, I mean, you could have it either way. It's all up to you. Now his sword, you just plug this piece in, and then he can hold his sword. And there he's got his sword. And of course, one thing the instructions show, and they show a lot of this, but I don't like using a lot of it. I like using maybe like one of them. You can plug it in and plug the sword in. And yeah, it's up to you. I prefer just having it like this. These are probably going to get shoved into a drawer with some of the others and barely used. The other thing he's got is he's got one on each headpiece or wing, and it's two more swords. And he can hold these as well. So, yeah. Kind of cool. And I think... nope, they don't fit in there. So, but I just leave them here. These are that bendy plastic or that soft plastic again, and these help strengthen that up. Another thing that you can kind of do is if you bring the handle like this and sort of push it in, you're only going to get it in so far, but maybe not. I saw some others do it, but yeah, you could get like the gun mode, but I'm fine with not having that. Plug that back in. But yeah, pretty cool figure. I do like this. I am looking forward to DNA Design doing an upgrade kit that's going to fill in the Seesaw neck and give us a better sword and, fill in what other parts it feels it needs to. But otherwise, this is a really good figure. I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. They might still have some available. I think Hasbro Pulse might still have some available. I My local stores, I never see Commander class figures. I always have to get them online no matter what. But if you already got it, awesome. If you're looking for it, I hope you find it at retail price. Or if you find a good deal, I hope you feel you paid a decent price for it. I definitely recommend this, especially if you're a big fan of all the Beast Wars universe, like the original Beast Wars, Beast Wars 2, Beast Wars Neo. It is definitely a must-have for any collection like that. And I loved them all, even though Beast Wars Second and Beast Wars Neo, I only really watched them recently, but still, definitely had to add this because I just loved the shows. I mean, yeah, there was that goofy sort of aspect, but I still loved them. So yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. As always, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.